The basketball court is often a stage where personalities shine as much as skills. Lexie Hall and Caitlin Clark, two standout athletes in women's basketball, have given fans moments so memorable that they continue to echo long after the final buzzer. From dazzling plays to candid interactions, these moments reveal the charm, grit, and humor that define these two stars. But before we proceed further, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe. Lexie Hall once had a sequence that was nothing short of perfection in its execution and absurdity in its timing. During a defensive scramble, she intercepted a pass, spun away from two defenders, and then dribbled straight into her twin sister Lacey. The collision left both sprawled on the hardwood for a moment, before Lexie sprang up, swiped the ball back, and hit a mid-range jumper like nothing had happened. It was as if she planned the chaos for comedic effect. Her knack for recovering from such moments with grace shows her poise under pressure and her willingness to laugh at herself. In another game, Caitlin Clark decided that trash-talking wasn't just for opponents. After sinking a step-back three from what seemed like another zip code, she turned to her own bench and monned a phone call. The crowd roared, her teammates burst into laughter, and the opposing coach could only shake his head in disbelief. Caitlin's unfiltered confidence often borders on theatrical, turning the mundane into something extraordinary. It's moments like these that make her games must-watch events. Lexie's hustle has created more than a few viral-worthy highlights, but one stands out for sheer absurdity. During a heated rivalry game, she dove headfirst into the scorer's table to save a ball from going out of bounds. Not only did she save it, but she also managed to ricochet the ball off an opponent's shin, giving her team possession. As she clambered back onto the court, the fans in the front row gave her a standing ovation. Lexie brushed herself off with the determination of someone who treats hardwood burns as minor inconveniences. Caitlin's reputation for long-range dominance took a turn for the comedic during a particularly lopsided game. With her team up by an unassailable margin, she casually dribbled near half-court, glanced at the shot clock, and decided to pull the trigger from nearly 40 feet. The shot banked in, an accident she immediately acknowledged with a sheepish grin and a shrug. Her ability to laugh at even her most spectacular plays is a hallmark of her personality, endearing her to fans and frustrating opponents in equal measure. During a tense tournament game, Lexie managed to turn a broken play into a masterpiece. As the shot clock ticked down, she fumbled a pass, regained control, and launched a one-legged three-pointer that swished through the net. The bench erupted, the crowd went wild, and Lexie's expression was a mix of disbelief and pride. It wasn't just the shot that impressed. It was the composure to stay in the moment, proving her ability to adapt under fire. Caitlin, on the other hand, has a flair for drama that occasionally borders on cinematic. In one game, after being fouled on a three-point attempt, she took a moment to lie flat on the court, arms spread wide as if reenacting a crime scene. The crowd ate it up, and by the time she sank all three free throws, the momentum had shifted completely. Caitlin's theatrical streak isn't just entertaining. It's a psychological weapon, keeping her opponents guessing, her fans grinning. Lexie's determination to win has led to some hilarious interactions with referees. In one particular instance, after being called for a dubious foul, she briefly pleaded her case with an exasperated expression before clapping her hands and sprinting back on defense. Her ability to express frustration in such a good-natured way speaks volumes about her character, a mix of fiery competitiveness and genuine sportsmanship. Caitlin's court awareness once led to a moment that felt like pure mischief. After stealing the ball mid-dribble from an unsuspecting guard, she pointed to the spot where she'd pickpocketed her opponent as if marking it for posterity. Then, without breaking stride, she fed a no-look pass to a teammate for an easy layup. Her court vision is unparalleled, but it's her playful attitude that turns routine plays into signature moments. Lexie's knack for finding the ball has produced some incredible sequences, none more so than her back-to-back steals in a nail-biter game. After the second steal, she raced down the court for a contested layup, drawing a foul and letting out a rare fist pump. The intensity on her face was striking, a reminder that beneath her calm demeanor lies a competitor who relishes crunch time. Caitlin's court antics once turned a defensive mismatch into comedy gold. Finding herself guarding a center nearly a foot taller, she exaggeratedly crouched low and waved her hands in mock intimidation. When the ball inevitably went to her opponent, Caitlin swept it away and sprinted down the court, laughing with her teammates at the sheer absurdity of the situation. During a heated postseason matchup, Lexie found herself surrounded by defenders on the baseline. Instead of panicking, she bounced the ball off an opponent's leg to reset the play, a move so slick that even the opposing coach applauded. Lexie's ability to think several steps ahead often leaves fans in awe and opponents scrambling to adjust. Caitlin's confidence from deep has led to some audacious heat-check moments. In one game, after hitting 3 consecutive threes, she caught the ball in the next possession and launched it from just past half-court. The shot hit nothing but net, and the crowd exploded. Her shrug as she jogged back down the court seemed to say, "What else did you expect?" These moments remind everyone why she's often referred to as the Steph Curry of women's basketball. Lexie's leadership shines brightest in tight situations. During one game with her team down by 1 in seconds remaining, she calmly directed traffic before hitting a game-winning shot from the corner. As her teammates mobbed her in celebration, Lexie's composed expression barely wavered, as if she'd expected nothing less. Her reliability in clutch moments is a testament to her mental toughness and preparation. Caitlin never one to shy away from theatrics, once used a timeout to rile up the crowd. After sinking a contested jumper to cap a 10-0 run, she waved her arms to the stands, urging the fans to get louder. The energy in the arena was palpable, and by the time the game resumed, her team was riding the momentum she'd orchestrated. Caitlin's connection with fans goes beyond stats. She thrives on the symbiotic energy of the crowd and her own play. Lexie's defensive tenacity has led to some improbable sequences, including one where she blocked a shot, sprinted down court, and finished a fast break with an acrobatic layup. The effort drew a roar from the crowd, but Lexie was already focused on the next play, a snapshot of her relentless drive and work ethic. Caitlin's ability to thread the needle with passes has created moments that defy explanation. One particular no-look assist, delivered while she was falling out of bounds, seemed to bend the laws of physics. The ball zipped between 3 defenders and landed perfectly in her teammates' hands for an easy bucket. Plays like this make her games feel less like basketball and more like a masterclass in improvisation. Lexie's team-oriented mindset came through in a moment of pure hustle. Diving for a loose ball, she managed to tip it to a teammate before sliding out of bounds. The play didn't make the highlight reel, but the appreciative nods from her teammates spoke volumes. Lexie's willingness to sacrifice for the team is one of the many reasons she's so respected. Caitlin's celebrations are often as entertaining as her plays. After hitting a clutch shot late in a game, she turned to the nearest camera and made a should gesture, silencing the opposing fans. The audacity was pure Caitlin, a mix of bravado and self-awareness that keeps her at the center of the action. Lexie's composure under duress once led to a brilliant moment of ingenuity. Facing a double team in the corner, she used a behind-the-back dribble to escape, then hit a cutting teammate for an easy layup. The sequence was emblematic of her calm under pressure and her ability to execute in the toughest moments. Caitlin's flair for the dramatic often extends to her defensive play. In one game, she anticipated a pass so well that she intercepted it with one hand, immediately launching a transition 3. The audacity of the sequence left even her opponents shaking their heads. It's not just her offense that dazzles, it's her ability to turn defense into a statement. Together, Lexie Hall and Caitlin Clark represent the best of basketball's ability to entertain, inspire, and surprise. Their moments on the court are etched in the memories of fans, not just for the skill on display, but for the personality behind it. Whether it's Lexie's grit or Caitlin's flair, their games offer a masterclass in how basketball can be both serious competition and pure joy. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more engaging content. We thrive on your feedback, so be sure to leave your thoughts in the comments section below. Until next time, keep discovering and stay tuned.